Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the NatureCity podcast. I'm your host, Carl Pradelli. I'm also the CEO and co-founder of the company, having started NatureCity over 20 years ago with my wife, Beth, and since then it's been our honor to have served over 500,000 Americans by offering them the best supplements we can make. Last episode, we discussed why a new study that concluded multivitamins don't help you live longer was misleading and the challenge with how the study itself was conducted. In case you missed that episode, here's the bottom line. You take multivitamins or other vitamin supplements because it's very hard to get the amounts recommended for healthy living from food alone, even in those eating healthy diets. Plenty of other research studies have shown that these supplements can help you support many aspects of our health, including cognitive function and brain health, heart health, and immune system function. Hopefully, they do also help you live longer, but there's a multitude of factors that will determine how long each of us lives. In the meantime, let's focus on the quality of life while we're here and help satisfy some basic nutrition needs with the help of quality vitamin supplements. That's the main reason we take these products. Today, I want to share how our TrueMulti whole food multivitamin is different from most other supplements sold, and also give you 2 product recommendations to consider pairing with TrueMulti for next level support. Last, I'll explain how I customize use of these vitamins to meet my personal needs, which hopefully gives you some thoughts on what's best for you. So let's talk about what makes TrueMulti different. Most of the vitamins you see in supplements are synthetic. They're made in a lab or factory and not produced by nature. One of the issues with this is we know that nature doesn't produce vitamins that exist in isolation. Plants, for example, contain many other nutrients that help your body absorb and use these vitamins. These supporting nutrients are called nutritional cofactors or co-nutrients. They're a key reason why getting vitamins from food is just better. You get the co-nutrients along with the vitamins as nature designed. However, as you likely know, about 90% or more of us struggle to meet the RDAs, the recommended dietary allowance for each vitamin, each day. That's reality. It's hard to do. Even if you're eating a healthy diet, you can track your own food intake, and you'll see it's just not easy to accomplish every day. With TrueMulti, we took a different approach than these other multivitamin supplements. We felt that if we're trying to make up for shortfalls in vitamin intake from food, doesn't make sense to have the vitamins in TrueMulti come from actual food or plants instead of being synthetically made. And that's what we did. The vitamins in TrueMulti are extracted from 6 USDA certified organic plant sources. These are guava fruit, lemon peel, sesbania leaf, amla fruit, holy basil leaf, and annatto seed. Since the vitamins are from these plant extracts, you also get the nutritional cofactors that are naturally part of these plants, like you get when you're eating food. So these help your body absorb and use the vitamins more efficiently and effectively. We feel that this is the closest you can get to replicating vitamin intake from food in a supplement. Of course, we're not suggesting that you shouldn't eat a healthy diet, but to fill in those nutritional gaps and make sure you're getting the RDAs of these key vitamins, we think a real whole food multivitamin like TrueMulti is the way to go. I say real because many multivitamins say or suggest that they're whole food multis, but many of these products are just adding plant extracts to synthetically made vitamins. So you may see broccoli extract and a whole bunch of other things made in a blend, and they're adding that in to the synthetically made vitamins and calling that a plant, or a whole food multi, which is not the case. It's not the same as actually coming from plants, which is what you get with TrueMulti. Now, if you take TrueMulti and have a little more available to invest in your health, there's 2 additional supplements I suggest taking because of the difficulty of getting these vitamins from diet. The first is our True K2 D3 supplement, which combines vitamin K2, which is derived from chickpeas, and vitamin D3, which comes, in this case, from algae. So if having a vegan source is important to you, a vegetarian source, then this vitamin D3 supplement or even TrueMulti will be appropriate for you. We don't include the vitamin K2 in TrueMulti because those who take blood thinner medications have to be very careful about taking vitamin K2 and certainly consult with their physicians before doing so. Now, you do get vitamin D3 in TrueMulti. You get the recommended daily allowance, which is 20 micrograms. However, if you're like me and that isn't enough to keep your vitamin D levels in an optimal range, this gives you more. We combine vitamin D3 and K2 because they work together closely in the body, especially for bone, artery, and immune system health. And there's much more to discover about vitamin K2, including how it may work in the body with vitamin D. For example, just this week, research was released on how vitamin K2 may help brain health. Now, frankly, I haven't had a chance to even review this yet, but just an example how scientists are still identifying ways how vitamin K2 may help support our health. I think there's a lot more to be discovered. Unfortunately, vitamin K2 is real challenging to get from food, as significant amounts are really only found in fermented foods, which aren't typically a big part of American diets. So adding True K2 D3 to TrueMulti is a nice upgrade. The real icing on the cake is to also add in our True E supplement, which we call the Super Vitamin E. Again, like with vitamin D3, TrueMulti does include the regular vitamin E, which is known as alpha tocopherol. True E also contains 4 other forms of vitamin E called tocotrienols. So there's alpha, beta, delta, and gamma tocotrienols, 4 different forms, which researchers found are much more powerful antioxidants than alpha tocopherol. As important, research is showing that tocotrienols can offer benefits not seen with alpha tocopherol alone, especially for brain, heart, and liver health. Like vitamin K2, the tocotrienols are really hard to get in American diets. In True E, they're sourced from sustainable red palm oil, which is probably one of the richest sources of at least richest natural sources of tocotrienols that we know about. So if you have the means, adding True K2 D3 and True E to TrueMulti can really optimize your vitamin intake and also add some very specific and valuable health benefits. Last, I just want to share how I take these vitamins, which I customize a bit for my personal needs. First, I do take the last 2 supplements we talked about, which are True K2 D3 and True E. As mentioned, I do need the extra D3 to keep my levels where they should be, and I'm a big fan of vitamin K2 and tocotrienols that you find in True E. So that covers my vitamin need for vitamin D, vitamin E, and K2. So what I'm really missing are the 8 B vitamins and vitamin C. Now, instead of taking TrueMulti, I get the B vitamins from our True B supplement, which is also a whole food plant-based vitamin supplement. I do this because in addition to the natural folate found in the plants used to make True B, we add 5-methylfolate, which is called the active folate, which is what our bodies use and need. This matters to me because I'm part of a group of roughly 30% of Americans, although some estimates say it may actually be higher, that have a genetic variant called a polymorphism that causes my body to struggle to convert some folates into 5-methylfolate. And it's absolutely the case with folic acid. You may see folic acid in a lot of supplements and some fortified foods. It is the synthetic form of folate. And if you have this polymorphism, you're definitely going to struggle to convert, folic acid to 5-methylfolate. Now, whether you're getting folate from food or taking folic acid, your body ultimately needs to convert it to 5-methylfolate to use it. It is the biologically active form of folate. By including 5-methylfolate in True B, that ensures folks like me are getting enough 5-methylfolate. If you're not sure you have this genetic variant, it's actually something you can test for in your normal blood work, and it is important to know. So that's why I use True B to get my B vitamins. This gets me down to vitamin C, and vitamin C is the one vitamin I know I consistently meet the RDA from diet alone. Part of the lunch I bring pretty much every day to work includes a mixture of strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries, all of which are rich sources of vitamin C. They actually may be, I shouldn't say, at least 3 of the common fruits we see in the market that probably have the highest vitamin C concentration. I also include blueberries in this mix, which doesn't actually have a lot of vitamin C, but certainly has plenty of other good nutrients like polyphenols. Now, these berries alone help me get and reach the RDA for vitamin C, and of course, some other foods provide additional vitamin C too. So I will sometimes take our True C vitamin C supplement, and by the way, the vitamin C also comes from a plant source, in this case, amla fruit, but it's not as much of a priority for me as other vitamins because of the berries I'm consuming daily. So hopefully this gives you a sense of how you too can personalize your vitamin intake and what supplements you should be taking. You can find TrueMulti, True K2D3, True E, and True B all at NatureCity.com, and certainly let us know if you have any questions. So that's it for this week. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to see future episodes or listen to us on your favorite streaming service. This is Carl Pradelli, and I'll see you next week.